I needed to vent. I needed to be honest. I needed to be seen. I would have wanted that pre-baby for me. As soon as people, not to be realistic, but you're like morphing into someone else and yet you're morphing back into who you were. So I want to move on to 5 things that helped me to survive postpartum. So key items, key things that I just did. And firstly, it was honesty. Honesty is the best gift, the best gift that I gave myself. Anyone who would message me, I would tell them exactly what was happening, hour by hour if I needed to. I needed to vent. I needed to be honest. I needed to be seen. I couldn't get lost behind these cute photos of my son and not actually just still be like, but I'm a mum. I'm a mum behind that. I'm freaking out. I don't know what I'm doing. It is so hard. Somebody see me. And so I knew that for myself, and I was really, really intentional. I really wanted to connect with people, not just my people, but anyone who wanted to see it, because I would have wanted that pre-baby for me. The other thing I had was an HQ Post Vitality drink. I'll again pop it into the screen. This was so cool. It's based on Chinese traditional herbs and the golden month. But this drink was really based around healing, hormone stabilization, and just promoting like wellness. It tastes like a chai latte. You just add any kind of milk. So we had coconut milk. My mum would come over. First thing she'd do, she'd walk in the door, she'd make me that drink. She would put it to my lips and she would just help me to drink it. I loved them. They sent me a personalized little note when I bought it because they're a small business up in Australia. They were just such legends. Like, shout out to you guys. Loved it. Next thing was going out for coffee every day. So we have our favorite coffee shop across the road. I actually went there this morning. It was a little gift to myself that I could do that kind of ticked all the boxes. It was really good for my mental health. It was really good for my body to get moving, and it was just good for me to just feel like myself in the midst of feeling so not myself. Mum gave me a stainless steel cup. Oh my god, another gift I'm going to give to all of my friends when they get pregnant, because it is such a good investment. When you have a baby, you don't know if you're going to be able to drink your drink. Okay, so many things come up and you just have to run and you have to go do it. I often come back to my coffee 5 hours later and it's still hot in my keep cup. Making sure to try to relate to my friends. I know I said this just before, but this was such a huge one. Leading up to postpartum, my biggest fear was being lonely. My biggest fear was losing my friends. And I spoke to them about that so much. And I don't know if because I spoke about it, they reached out to me so much and we haven't disconnected at all, or if it's just because they're just such legends that they do reach out. Probably both. But I just want to say they have been incredible. You definitely have people who don't, but because you've had a baby, you don't give a crap about that stuff. You just move right on. You're like, cool, well, I'm not going to put time into you. You have next to no time anyway, so as soon as people, not to be realistic, but as soon as people show you that they aren't worth it, flick them away. I would tell them everything that was going on, and I try really hard to actually explain it in a way that is meaningful. So again, giving the full picture of why I feel that way, or giving the full picture of what's actually happening. And it's not to scare them so that they don't want kids, but it's so that they can understand and relate to me in the fact that they don't have kids and they don't actually just automatically go, I get you, girl. Mum friends will, and they are so valid. But if you want to keep your friends who aren't in the same season as you, even if you're not in a baby season, but you're just changing and you're finding that you're moving away from your friends, try to figure out a way to still connect. And if they still love you and still want to be friends with you too, then they'll try to find a way to connect too. And my friends have done that. So shout out to you guys. You know exactly who you are. And then lastly, finding other mum friends that had similar mind frames to me. I needed mum friends who were going to be empathetic, but also be really realistic. So I didn't want people to say to me like, oh, but he's so cute, must make it so worth it, or oh, you're going to miss it when it's gone. Like, yeah, okay, sure, but don't discount the fact that I'm literally struggling and I'm telling you that I'm struggling. I think there's a difference with actually being able to help someone to see the bigger picture, but also not discrediting the fact of where they're at. I needed mum friends who are gonna be like, oh god, like I so get what you mean, it's so shit, but you know what, like tomorrow's a new day. 5 essential items. We're on to the last bit of the video. Woohoo! Firstly, this spray, 100% microfiber breast pads. Yes. Along with that, you need the hydrogel discs, which you can just get from Farmers or Countdown, I think. And they are just like cooling discs. We'd have them in the fridge because they are so nice and soothing on sore nipples. My breast pump. I said it before, but man, that saved my breastfeeding journey. Fourth thing is adult diapers. I do know one of my mum friends said that it wasn't comfy for her. And she just used normal pads and then giant black underwear from Kmart. But personal preference, I highly recommend these diapers. I did also use Modi Body underwear, those like period underwear, which also are so good. But you use it, you have to wash it, you had to wait. So I just loved the diapers. Not good for the planet, but postpartum is such a beautiful mess. You're like morphing into someone else and yet you're morphing back into who you were, and you just have to figure out how to do that as honestly as you can and as truthfully to yourself. There's so many opinions out there, there's so many different ways that you can do it, and so you need people that are going to help you to figure it out the way you want to figure it out. You know, I mean, that's why I want this channel to be a really good outlet or inside eye for people to just realize that you can do it whatever way you want to. But I think as well, it keeps me really honest about the fact that I don't know what I'm doing. I am just figuring it out as I go. And as a mother, trusting your gut is really the best thing that you can do for you and for your child. I love Wolf so much. Being a mum is just the best thing I've ever experienced, and kind of the worst thing I've ever experienced as well. So I think being as aware of what you're stepping into as you can. You can't be aware, but as aware as you can. If I can give you that, then that is my job done. I'm such a rambler. I could go on forever. Postpartum is such a big topic and I feel so passionate about it. So if anyone has any questions, please comment them below. If anyone wants me to delve into any of these topics a little bit more, please let me know. I hope that I gave you enough truth in this video, but yeah, please make sure to like and subscribe. I'm hoping that I can edit this really fast. I'm hoping that I don't have to re-video this for a 4th time, but again, like I just said, I'm so passionate about it. I want it to be really like on par with what I want to actually get across. So hope you guys liked it, hope you guys have a really good day, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks guys, bye.